Hey guys, welcome to today's live stream. So, just gonna give it a second, see who else joins in. Just a few seconds. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about clean air in the home. So I feel like that is if you're trying to get into like a little bit more of an environmentally friendly way of living, is a very, very simple place to start. It's so easy now to find candles that are made out of coconut or soy instead of traditional candles, which are just made of wax. It's also really easy now to find candles that are made from essential oils instead of like perfumes or fragrances. Like the typical Bath and Body Works candle is very heavily fragranced with perfumes. It's not the best for the environment. There have been studies done that show that they have tons of like hazardous ingredients in the candles that are then released into the air. It's really bad for you to breathe in and all of that sort of thing. So I love clean candles. Candles made of soy wax or coconut wax or a blend. Candles made, like I said, with essential oils instead of fragrances and perfumes. And also a really good thing that's different about soy or coconut wax candles is that they don't leave like rings on your ceiling. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but years and years ago, before kind of switching things over, I used to buy candles at Walmart or Bath and Body Works, and I would get these like black rings on my ceiling, and I never knew what it was from, but it turns out it is from the smoke from the wax candles. So obviously, if that smoke is, if I'm burning it on a table and it can reach my 10 or 12 plus foot ceilings, what is that doing to my lungs? What is that doing to the air in my home? So, like I said, candles and air fresheners are just a very, very simple way to kind of move in the direction of healthier air and sustainable living, clean living, all that good stuff. Another way that we can help purify the air in our home is through plants. I have somewhat of a black thumb, so a lot of the plants in my home are fake, but I'm going to show you a company that I recently found from Verishop that I am so obsessed with. So let's get into the plants first, and then we'll like go into the candles later. So the first thing I wanted to share was the Modern Sprout glass jar grow set. Okay, so this is a set of 3. I'm not going to be able to hold all 3 at once, but they come in jars like this, like just very oversized mason jars. So there is cilantro here, there's mint, and there's also a basil. And these are just little hydroponic grow sets. So what's great about hydroponics is the plant is sitting on top of water, so that way the water can go through the bottom of the root, so it absorbs better. If you could see there on that picture, you can kind of see the plant resting above the water. So I have the basil one here to show you. So I don't know if you could see, it's filled with water here. I just planted this not too long ago, so it still hasn't sprouted yet, but there is dirt in there, and this is really cool actually. So it comes in this little like mesh basket. The netting down here is what helps the water go into the bottom of the root to water the plant. So that's really cool. What is underneath the soil, I kind of like saved everything so I could show you guys, is these little stones, and these help so the roots of the plant don't get too wet, because that's like the biggest thing with plants is like root rot and stuff like that. So that's great because then you don't have to worry about, like I said, root rot or mold on the bottom of your plant or anything like that. So this is kind of a foolproof way of growing herbs. You could totally do this after your herbs have grown and you move them to a bigger pot. You could totally use like seedlings for flowers or other fruits, vegetables, things like that. So just a very simple way to add delicious things to your fresh herbs to your meals. But the kit comes, each plant comes with instructions, and it's extremely, extremely easy, you guys. Like, if I could do this, you could do this. And it does say that garden jars thrive in temps between 65 to 70 degrees and with at least 6 hours of direct sunlight. Starting in March through September, will provide longer days and thus optimal light. So that's why I did start as soon as I got them. Like I said, I didn't start, or like you saw, I didn't start the other ones yet, but I did start with my little basil plant, and the other two I'm going to have my daughter help me with. She's just been a little sick lately and a little grumpy. So I'm going to wait for her to get better so that way she can help me with those. So I definitely recommend these grow jars if you are new to planting things or growing things, or plants in general. It has everything you need in one kit. These would also make a fabulous gift if you have a chef in your life or somebody who enjoys plants, because there's nothing better than fresh herbs in your food. Like, nothing beats it. And to be able to have your own plants, just go pick fresh. It's the best. So that is a fabulous, fabulous gift. Another thing that is on my wish list is this smart grow house. So this thing is so gorgeous. I could imagine, starting off with a little grow kit like this. And then once your seedlings are big enough, moving them to this grow house. It has a light, so you don't have to keep the plants in direct light, which is nice because not all of our homes have enough windows in them, or they're not facing the right direction that they're going to give the plants the optimal lighting. So you could have fresh herbs year round with this grow house. So I absolutely love that. If you had a major foodie in your life, or a wedding or something, this would be the gift to give. I think this is like a showstopper. It's so out of the box, and I don't know. I think it's just something that's so cool that a lot of people wouldn't go out and buy for themselves. So definitely a great gift. Another gift that I think would be so cute is this glow and grow jar. So it starts out as a candle. Then once the candle burns down, you can use the pot to grow flowers. And I think that's just so sweet. It's kind of a dual gift, the gift that keeps on giving. And I think just perfect for yourself, for Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up. This would be the perfect gift for mom. If you have a friend who's a mom, she could do it with her kids. Just a really, really fun gift idea. And then I think I did have one more thing for plants. So this is a plant mister. What's great about plant misters is if you have little kits like this, or when you're starting seeds, you do need to keep the top of the soil moist, and just placing it under the faucet is a little bit too much water. So a fine mist is all you need. So this would be a perfect thing to go along with if you're gifting anything like this, or if you're thinking of getting it for yourself. I definitely recommend a mister. A pruning shears is great because then you can easily just get the fruits or vegetables that you need. But definitely recommend a mister if you are going with the grow kit or anything like that, just because you can easily keep the top of the soil moist without making it wet, because that's always my biggest thing is I make the soil way too wet, and that's why my plants die. So the mister is perfect, just the perfect little spurts of water to keep the top soil moist and help your plants grow to their full potential. So let's move on to candles and like home fragrance, because I think that's like where we can really make the difference in the fresh air in our home. Like, plants definitely play a big part, but if we're burning candles that are constantly throwing this black smoke and soot into the air, then no amount of plants is going to be able to help you out. So the first thing that I want to share is from Flores Lane. And, oops, sorry. accidentally almost shared the small one instead of the large one. And this is called the Mom Life candle. I thought this was so cute. I'm a mom, as I'm sure you guys know. I talk about my daughter quite often, but I thought this was so cute. It would be perfect for Mother's Day. What I love about this brand is that they use soy and they use like high quality essential oils. So no fragrances or perfumes that are synthetic or anything like that. So very, very healthy and clean for your lungs, for the air in your home, your kids, your pets, whoever lives there. They are hand poured in West Hollywood. And what I thought was cool is on the label, it shows like exactly the coordinates of where. So that's pretty cool. So the Mom Life is moon milk, oatmeal, and honey. And it smells so fresh and clean. I haven't burned this one yet, but the cold throw on it, so the throw when it's just sitting unburned, is insane. It has a wonderful cold throw. So I can imagine that the throw that it'll have when it's lit is going to be phenomenal. So they do have tons of different candles. So if you don't have a mom in your life, they have ones for each of the zodiac signs. They have I think I have it on here actually. I thought it was like yes, I do. It's called Figgy Smalls. And I just thought it was like so fun, so cool. It's a fig scented candle, kind of a play on Biggie Smalls. So if you have a Biggie fan in your life, I think that would be so fun. But just tons of like really fun, like play on words and things like that for their candle names. So I'm definitely going to be trying out more from the brand because this one, like I said, it smells amazing and the throw on it is great. Another thing that I like about the brand is that the glass that they use for their jars is recycled. So it's actually sea glass that is then melted down and re-poured into these vessels that they use for their candles. So I thought that was really cool, kind of cleaning up the ocean as well as, reduce, reuse, recycle. So, yeah, I definitely love that about them too. So if you are looking for a candle, I highly recommend the Flores Lane. They kind of have something for everyone. Another candle company that I think has some great options is, let me see here, which one is this? Yes, right here. Is the Satya and Sage King candle. This one's really, really affordable, especially with today's deal. But this is a coconut and soy blend, which is great. And I have burned this one. It smells so good. So this one is vanilla, lemon, and wood, and it smells just like that. The lemon is not too overpowering. It's definitely more of like a woody, deep fragrance. It's not a super strong fragrance, so if you are sensitive to fragrance, then this would be perfect for you, and highly recommend it. What I also really liked about this is the candle topper. It says truth and good vibes, but you plant this and it grows wildflower seeds. So I thought that was really cute. Yeah, so this one doesn't have as strong of a cold throw as the Flores Lane candle, but when it's burning, it does have a beautiful throw. It just smells really, really divine. Like I said, not too overwhelming or strong. So if you are sensitive to fragrance, highly, highly recommend it. And since it is the coconut and soy wax, it's definitely much better for the air in your home than a traditional wax candle. And with all candles, I definitely recommend, sorry, just trying to find the next item, wick trimmers. Like you can try to go in there and like get in there with your scissors, but wick trimmers are going to make your life so much easier. We don't want the wicks to be long. So before the first burn, you can see this one, the wick isn't very tall. I don't know if you can see that with the lights. The wick isn't very tall, but you still want to cut that down just a little bit. And after every burn, so this one I've already cut down in preparation for the next burn, but you just want to make sure that that wick is trimmed at every burn. Otherwise that will kind of cause tunneling and the black smoke and stuff like that. So make sure you are always trimming your wicks no matter what. And the last thing I wanted to share was something that's really nice if you're trying to freshen the air in your home without constantly having a candle going, is a reed diffuser. Let me just grab it. So this is the one from Apothique. It's Hanoki Lavender, and it's like I said, a reed diffuser. So it's rich, smoky notes of Hanoki cypress and fresh lavender, meld with lotus flower and sandalwood to create an earthy, soothing fragrance. And I definitely agree with that. These are made to last 3 to 4 months. I don't have it like set up just yet, just because I have another reed diffuser going, and my house isn't big enough to have more than one. Otherwise, it can get kind of overwhelming. But it comes in this beautiful glass vessel that says apothique on it. When you're ready to use it, you just pop off this rubber part and you stick in the reeds, and it kind of just fan out and sit like this. And so every so often, what you're going to want to do is flip the reeds, and that will make you get the most out of your reed diffuser. If you just leave them, kind of like set it and forget it and don't flip them, you're not going to get the maximum usage out of your reed diffuser, and you will probably notice that it won't have a very strong fragrance after a while. Excuse me, I'm a little bit sick. My throat's a little bit um, scratchy, so bear with me. But like I was saying, just make sure if you get a reed diffuser, you're not constantly, I would say every few weeks, flipping the reeds, so you're making sure that you get the full potential and full fragrance throw out of your reed diffuser. I love reed diffusers in like the living room, behind like a picture frame or something, or if you did want to display the vessel, I mean, you could totally have it out in the open, but behind a picture frame or a piece of decor is always nice, because when people walk in, they're like, oh, what is that? It smells so good. And it's kind of hidden, and it just makes your house smell really fresh. Or in a bathroom, depending on the fragrance, like if it's a very strong fragrance, I wouldn't necessarily have it in a small bathroom, but this one is pretty strong. Just smelling it, so I can imagine that it's going to fill up a pretty large room really well. So as soon as my other reed diffuser's finished, I'm excited to put this one, because lavender is one of my favorite fragrances, and it's one of those things that's nice to have like in a bedroom or even in the living room, kind of like, at the end of the day when you're trying to chill out and watch TV or relax, do something on your computer. It's nice to kind of get that lavender fragrance. So that's always nice. And they do have, I'll just share with you now, just one, but I've linked a couple, or I've added a couple to the live stream of the candles. So I do have candles in all of the fragrances as well. They have several different fragrances to choose from, which is nice, but the lavender spoke to me, so I went with that one this time. They are all made in Brooklyn, New York, which I thought was pretty cool. And I think that's it. I don't really have too much else to show. Oh, I actually was going to show you guys. Although I didn't purchase a candle from Apothique, they sent a cute little, what is this? Like a little card. And sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. And it has on the back Candle Care 101. So it tells you how to take care of your candle. So I thought that was cool, even though I didn't get a candle from them. And they also sent a pretty box of matches, which I will definitely use. And on the back, it says, seek what sets your soul on fire. So I thought that was really, really cute. A little extra touch. I love that they included that, even though I didn't get a candle, because now that makes me want to buy a candle from them, just so I could use the pretty little matches and hopefully get another set of matches in my next order. But yeah, that's all I have to share with you guys today. Like I was saying, it's definitely easy to start your home or clean, routine with candles and plants, because in my opinion, that's kind of one of the things that makes your home what it is everybody wants their home to smell fresh and clean. But if we are constantly lighting these Bath and Body Works candles, I don't want to keep saying the name, but we all know they smell good, but they're full of really, really bad chemicals. Same with, a lot of store brands like Walmart candles. Target, it actually has a really good offering of candles as well, but my favorite is here on Verishop, because they're, you're getting a good quality candle, and that they're all clean and good for you and your body and your lungs, as well as your home and the air in your home. So definitely recommend, if you are in the hunt for a candle, checking out either Flores Lane, Satya and Sage, or Apothique, because I am highly impressed with all three of those brands and will definitely be buying more from them. So unless anybody has any questions, then I will let you go so you can enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I will be back next week. Next week I'm going to be talking about my like picnic favorites because we're going into spring and there are so many fun things to take on a picnic. Weather permitting, we might be outside, we'll see. But otherwise, I will see you guys next week for my picnic. Otherwise, we'll just have a picnic inside. So I'll see you guys next week. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.